man, absolutely zero Americans are like, oh man, I should really talk to radio weirdos. That'd be great. I have the one thing I want to ask you the most is you grew up in San Diego?
Yes.
Me too.
Where?
Okay, where did you go to high school? I went to Kearney High.
San Marcos, North
Oh,
County.
oh, so you went to North County.
Yeah. Still San
Nice.
Diego though, but okay, you were down in Kearney Mesa? Okay.
Yeah, sort of Linda Vista is where I grew up and went to San Diego State and that kind of stuff.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, so I'm just like, hey, so we'll look up on Dorothy, who's playing the U Fest on May 3rd, 79 days from today. I'm like, oh, she's from San Diego. I'm from San Diego.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm in
So,
Los Angeles right now. It's been raining nonstop.
oh, so you're in San Diego now?
At Los Angeles.
Oh, you're in LA. Oh my gosh, the uncanny disaster. Were you there for that?
No, I
Oh,
was not. It's awful. I know.
yeah, it was certainly a lot. So let's talk about the new record. I mean, I just saw it was like new album, working a song with Slash. How did that whole thing come together?
Okay, yeah, Slash. So it's been going back and forth, right? Mike Klink reached out to me. He's like, "Do you want to do a Triumph tribute song for this project I'm doing?" And I'm like, "Sure." And then Slash followed up with, "Do you want to sing Key to the Highway on my blues record?" So I listened to the Freddie King version and I was like, "Yeah, like I really want to do this." So that was an awesome experience. And then when I was diving into my record with Scott Stevens and the gang, we had a bunch of songs and I sent Slash a few of them and I'm like, "Hey man, would you be willing to do a solo on any of these and have your pick?" So he picked Tombstone Town, which I was, fingers crossed was the one he would pick anyway. We all felt it was kind of a special record and having him was like having the cherry on top. It was just like that extra thing, that was really cool. So,
Yeah, he's amazing. I also want to just as an aside say Mike Klink. That is not a name I've heard in a long time. I'm glad to hear he's still out there doing it.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's fantastic. So, today is actually Arizona's birthday, and we have a town in here famous. Maybe you've heard of it called Tombstone. Probably not much connection between the
Tombstone,
two of you.
Arizona? Of
Yeah.
course I've
Oh
heard
my
of it.
God.
I've never been there, but I've heard
Well,
of it.
it's interesting. One of the things about Tombstone is that the distance between the OK Corral and the Birdcage Theater is about 4.5 steps. And so you figure those guys are dressed neck to ankle in wool in Arizona in the summer in the 1880s.
Woo,
Yeah. Yeah, because they were all wearing all their Victorian
that
garb.
sounds fun.
Oh, so sweaty down there in Southern Arizona. Okay,
Hot.
so the new album is going to be called Tombstone Town.
The new album is called The Way,
Okay.
and it drops on 3/14.
Oh, right on. One of the things I wanted to talk about was the business of being an artist nowadays. It feels like, the thing has definitely shifted from like we wait until the album comes out, and now it seems to be more singles oriented. Like the song Mud, and when it came out, I'm like, when's the album going to be? And people are like, doesn't matter. So, do you feel like it's important to have an album out, or you just release the music as it's
Yes.
ready?
I'm an album person. Like I
Okay.
love albums. I want to hear that. Yeah, I like doing a body of work and I'm just gonna do it old school. But yeah, we put singles out. It's all the digital stuff, all the technology has changed. It's the way we consume music, the way we have music careers. I mean, we have to go on tour because, that's how we make a living. And
Mhm.
I mean, we get to go on tour. Let's keep it positive. But
Oh,
like
sure.
it's not the same as in the 90s when people bought, a million copies of your record. It's a
Right.
little different. Now they're streaming it and I think the royalties need to be split at least 50-50.
Oh, God, yes, thank you. It's like when I was first exposed to how artists, get, the streaming services, I'm like, holy crap, Google, biggest company in the world, this is how much you're paying for this via YouTube? I'm like, kick down for God's sakes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the shift towards, where we're working as a musician, having to play a lot of shows because album sales has gone away. I mean, I always encourage everyone to go out to any show at any time and have a couple of drinks and buy some merch for God's sakes.
Yeah, please buy our merch. That
Yeah.
helps a lot. Yes. And I
Uh,
try I try to work with my merch company to make really cool stuff, you know. I don't always know what they want, so I have a great merch company, Kings Road, and they're
mm,
like, "Well, these sell really well. Try doing, this, that." But I know what I like when they send me designs or I'll get ideas, and so I'm kind of involved in the creative process of that too. It's a lot of fun.
That's interesting because I had always imagined that artists would be like, this is what I want the t-shirt to look like. But they kind of like come to you with ideas and you're like, yes, that's the one.
But no, I actually will come to them with like ideas as well, and
Oh,
then they'll send me a bunch, and I'll go like that one, like that one, like that one, and if I don't like it, then that means I don't want, I don't want it to be cool.
right.
But I mean, I hope I, you know, I don't know. Fans are all different. They all want different things. But there's your staples. Like everyone likes a hoodie.
Hmm.
The vinyls, everyone wants vinyls. They all want to
Oh,
buy the record. It's
nice.
really cool that they're buying vinyl records. Yeah.
Hmm. So other than the band known as Dorothy, who has the best merch in your opinion?
Oh my gosh, I haven't really. Lainey Wilson has cool merch. She
Oh,
has
right on.
merch. Yeah, I love her, dude. I want to be her friend. She's so cool. Um, she's had an amazing year. Wow. And
Mhm.
I looked at her merch. You know what? Casey Musgraves has really. I saw some really cool merch of hers, and but you know what? I just love the classic band tees, like all Def Leppard, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin. I just love all the classic band tees, and I have a bunch of those at home. So.
One of the things that happens here at the radio station, we have a bunch of younger people working here, and like, oh yeah, classic rock bands like Nirvana. I'm like, I guess I'll just be dead. I guess I'll just be dead.
Classic rock like Nirvana from the 90s. That was just yesterday. What are you talking about?
Dorothy, I felt older than White Dog Turd when they said that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is so
Wow.
rough.
Wow. White
Oh
Doctor.
yeah, I felt like a million years old. So one of the things I can we talk about Rob Zombie just for a second? Um,
Sure, yeah. Why not? It's random,
uh,
but yeah.
Okay, so one time I was interviewing Rob Zombie and like trying to prep the interview. I'm like, all right, I'm going to look into Rob Zombie and see what I can find about this guy. His professional work is so well known. It's so
Right.
well known. Like his movies, his music, his stuff in the band, and all that kind of stuff is pretty much out there. And when I was getting ready for this, I realized that my God, Dorothy has a lot in common with Rob Zombie. And
Really?
yeah, yeah. I mean, so I asked Rob. I said, Rob, there's really nothing about the human being who is Rob Zombie. And what he said to me was, he goes, look, if people aren't amused enough by what I'm doing on stage, they're not going to care about anything else. And and so I'm like, that's fair. I mean, so like, there's not a whole bunch of detail about you as a person. I'm like, okay, let's find out about him. Oh, she's from San Diego.
Mhm.
Came when she was a little girl. She came to the United States, but there's not much out there about you. Now, is that a conscious effort, or just like you've just been busy making music?
I don't know. Maybe it depends on the questions people ask me. I mean, I'm
Mm.
pretty much an open book, and yeah, no, there's not a lot out there, but I've had some pretty cool life experiences, and I share them when I can. So try to keep the interviews interesting.
Here's the thing. Any chance to ask anyone about like what their life is like is interesting because we only ever live our own lives. Like, do you have any pets, like cats, dogs, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I have two cats. I
Oh,
love
cats.
I love them. The fat one is Wesley Stripes. I didn't name him, so I can't take credit. And then the little I have a tortoise shell kitten, Harley. She's a B word.
Mm.
She doesn't like any. Don't pick her up. She'll come to you. Don't go to her. She's so cute though. Like that's the unfair, weird juxtaposition where like this kitten gets plopped in my life and she's the cutest thing, and I just want to pick her up, and she's just like, don't touch me. I'm like, is God trying to show me something about myself here? Like, is she a mirror? I don't. She's like got anxiety. She's like me. It's weird. Her hair matches my hair. It's weird.
She's like, Mom,
You're embarrassing me, Mom.
just quit. Oh,
She's
I tell you,
yeah, she's got a they have very unique personalities. They're very cute.
man, I appreciate dogs, but I love cats. I
I
just
know.
I just love cats.
People that are like, I don't like cats, it's like, no, you don't get cats. You don't get it.
Exactly right.
You
Exactly
don't
right.
get it. You have
Uh,
to, yeah.
we have a little cat. Got her at the Humane Society. It was free cat day at the Humane Society, brought to you by the Vissel Vacuum Cleaner Company.
I love Free Cat Day.
Yeah, it was free cat day. Uh, so when you're out on the road and you're getting ready to play the shows, I saw you play live at a venue here in Phoenix called the Valley Bar many many years ago, and I'm like,
Oh my
whoa.
gosh, Valley Bar. Hold on. What year?
Oh, dude, I want to say it was so back in the day, it didn't even matter. But it was
Valley Bar in Phoenix. I know what tour that was. I know who the tour manager was. I remember that.
okay. So I cruised down there and I'm like, all right, so I'm going to see Dorothy for the first time. I heard the songs, but the songs are good. She's talented. And you go on stage and I'm like, whoa. I mean, lady, you just cranked it up. I mean, so do you have like when you're what is your process for getting ready to go on stage? Because you are playing our show. Tickets are on sale now. The UFest May 3rd out here in Phoenix. Oh, damn. Look at that plug. So
Thank
yeah,
you. Thanks for the plug. Dude, I warm up. I do my warm ups. I just try to get in the zone. I don't know. I just something snaps and I just go
mm,
into it's time to rock, you know? And having a great band is really helpful. So they're backstage making stupid, dirty jokes, cracking jokes, trying to, because we have nerves and
yeah.
it's just psyching each other up and it's a lot of fun. It's like a fun job.
So basically, you guys come together for a quick huddle and get out there and do it up.
Like get in a huddle, go rock, and then everyone wants to shower and get in their bunk and watch The Office or play Zelda. I know Elliot's in there playing his Nintendo Switch because he's a nerd.
Oh, oh, so not a video game player?
Not, I used to be when I was a kid. No, not
All right.
anymore.
So let's talk about the song Mud. I love that song. I think that
Oh,
song
good.
is really, really great. Kind of like maybe it could be just in my imagination. It feels a little electronic around the edges.
You're
Like
hearing the trap beat that's buried in there. Yeah, we put a
that's
little trap beat in there.
please tell me how that song came together because dude, it is dope.
That is the genius that is Scott Stevens. He just pulled this wild card and he's like, I didn't know if you'd like this. So, and I'm like, what? Where has this song been? This whole album. I mean, we've been writing songs, we've been trying to collect songs and figure out the direction of this album. And he's like, I don't know if you'll like it. I think he was like, he wanted to show me, but he was unsure. But it was such a wild card and it was so fun. I could feel it. It made me want to, and
Yes.
it's all about swagger. It's all about attitude. It's all about changing your attitude and getting, it's game time, like mm, getting that grit. So I love it. I like the message, and it's just it's so fun to play live too. We
Oh
don't
my
do
God.
we don't do all the trap beat. We make it rock, but it's still, it's so fun to play live.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, that song, I'm like, dang, she's onto something with this one. I really, really like that one. So,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, please.
No, it was a lot of fun. I think that and Tombstone Town are the two most fun songs on the record.
So we talked a little bit about how Slash got involved through the venerable Mike Clink. How did the creation of that song come around Tombstone Town?
Yeah, that was Scott Stevens and I got on Zoom with Curtis Peoples and he had the title. He's like, I have his title, Tombstone Town. And we're like,
Yeah.
sounds really campy and weird. What are we going to do with that? And we weren't sure. But it's all a true story. So it's like a diary entry because it really did happen. I got engaged. I got cheated on. I found her ring. The whole thing. It's in the bridge. Here's the thing though, really glad that that happened. Glad that the truth came out. Not sad about it at all. Moving on now,
Oh, totally. Yeah.
using a song to process my emotions. And then I had a great time shooting the video. My producer's wife produced the video. And so it's like kind of all in our little family. It's really cool.
Man, man, I haven't had a chance to see the video yet, but yeah, better to find that stuff out before than after, right?
Within a month or two, it was quick.
Yeah, yeah. Well, man, I'm excited. Thank you for taking time out of your day. Please, please pet those cats for me.
I will. I miss them so much. They don't miss me at all. They forget when I'm gone. They're like, oh, the lady that goes on tour and leaves us and then
Do you
comes
ever
back.
get the vibe from your cats when you're back from tour? They're like, ugh, we thought you were gone. This is our house now.
We thought you were dead.
Ugh,
So
Jesus,
disappointed.
you survived. Gross. Oh, mom. Because you scoop them up and you're like, is that what happens?
Yeah.
That.
No, or they're just like food. Is it time for food? Food? You're
Uh,
so funny. Thanks for you made my Valentine's Day.
hey, look at me. Whole franchise here. Dorothy, thank you so much. I'm excited to see you in 79 days. I hope you have a great afternoon.
79 days. See you then. Bye.